skin, bruh.
Yo, man, sitting here, Black Dragon, we ready to go live and do this. Putting down this true MC knowledge, man. You're doing what bikers do, man. Passing this on to the community with the hope that brothers going to inhale this and embrace it the way it's supposed to be embraced.
He's an author. He's got Look Out, the Prospects Bible. He's got a new one coming out, Sergeant at Arms Bible. He's also written the PRO's Bible. This man does radio shows. He's Facebook Live like every day, kicking signs and stuff. I'm gonna let him tell you more about himself because if I stand here and talk too long, we're not gonna get done anytime soon because he's kind of like Big Dog with the talk. So I'm gonna introduce you guys to the national president of the mighty Black Sabbath, Black Dragon.
My brother. Bro, you want to play some more? You can have some more. Thank you, brother. I think I can.
Good morning, brothers and sisters.
Good morning.
Well, that was weak. No, one person. I heard one person. I can't take your notes. Oh, boy. Okay, so I'm going to try to be brief because you know this beast will come like right here, like snatch you off the stage. I was like, Big Dog, beast is going to snatch you off the stage. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So, I mean, isn't it a blessing to be here? So, I want to tell you guys a couple things. One is Big Dog is right. I'm always late. I try not to be. I have all these excuses for being late, but they're valid excuses to me, but they don't always seem to be valid excuses to everyone else. So those of you who are praying, folks, please pray for my 2017 such that the Black Dragon can be on time. Who, you can't hear me? Me. All right. So, can you hear me now? You know, I'm reminded of that little traitor who used to be the Can You Hear Me Now guy, the little club hopper. You know, if you're in the MC, you're not going to Sprint. Like, wasn't he, like, Verizon till I die? You see him, Verizon forever, forever Verizon. Yesterday and today, Can You Hear Me? Oh, I used to be that guy. I'm Sprint forever, forever Sprint. But we don't like that in the motorcycle club world. That's not how we get well. That's not how we're supposed to get down, right? I wrote Prospects Bible because of the situations I saw in the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club. We kept losing great people, and I kept wondering why. Is that because they're so bad, or is it because we failed? Did we fail somewhere in that process where we moved from bringing you aboard, where you're Black Sabbath forever, forever Black Sabbath, to, man, I can't stand them folks, and I'm going to go be the best citizen in the world in somebody else's motorcycle club? What is it that they call me up 3 years later and say, man, you're right, I never should have left? Maybe I could have done something better to keep those folks. Maybe I could have trained someone better. So I wrote Prospects Bible because I wanted to start at the prospect level. And boy, I tell you what, they tore me up. How dare you? Who do you think you are? What makes you so great? Who gives you the authority to speak? Well, I researched and I looked and nobody had written anything. I couldn't find anything to read. There are people that get mad at some folks for writing. You know, an interesting thing is whenever one civilization wants to take another civilization out, what's the first thing they attack? The books. They go burn down the books. There are people that don't want you to have education. When in slavery times, what they say, you can't teach them to read and write. But when they get to the point that they can't stop you from learning to read and write, what do they do next? Well, they try to control what you read and write. I mean, if you're a slave master and you got some slaves, what do you let them read? The preamble to the Constitution that says we the people have inalienable rights, blah, 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 blah? Or the Bible that says do unto others and your reward comes after you die? Which one do you let them read? Well, I've been trying to get them that Bible every day. Because if they read this other thing here, they're going to burn the whole place down. So be careful at the folks that are trying to control the knowledge you have about what it is that you're passionate about. The MC said. There are a lot of folks out here that are trying to control the knowledge you have. And why? You got to ask yourself, why would somebody say MC stands for men's club? Where the hell did that come from? Have you ever heard that before? Yeah. People say that like it's true. So I just started reading. You go to clubs that have been around since 1924, they were called the such and such motorcycle club. So I'm just trying to find out where MC stopped standing for motorcycle club. And I could be wrong, but I just want somebody to show it to me in writing. Because you can't burn that. Can't burn that. Man, I haven't even gotten to one of my slides yet. I don't know what's going on here. That was kind of put on my heart. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for having me. Some of you guys are going to be mad because I don't have any books. I got my notice late that I was speaking here. So what I did, this is the only way you can get my books because I don't have any. So this is a self-effacing plug here. I want to just say this is a naked advertisement, but I have a special PRO's Bible that I've written, or actually I just put a little piece in front of it. And if you guys go to payball.com, go to jbunch@aol.com. If you send me your address and information, it's right there. If you send that to me, I'll make sure you get one of those special books that will be out in 1 week. That's the only way you can get a book. And the reason I chose PRO's Bible is because we got to talk again for just a moment about this censorship of information. For instance, how many PROs do we have in here right now? Real PROs. And this conference was created for what? PROs. Yet there are still people to this day that say PROs are the great pumpkin. PROs don't exist. Hell, everybody's a PRO. Is everybody a PRO? Everybody is a flyer hander-outer. They should be. Everybody in the club is a party announcer. Hey man, we got this fish fry. And people get mad at your fish fry. I'm all for the fish fry. Let's make some money in this thing. I mean, there are people that get mad. You're making money off our culture. So is Yokohama Tires. Victory. Oh, why did I say that? Y'all know I ride Victories. Holy moly. For another 10 years. You can't even get parts for Victory now. 10 years. I'm going to hold true to my motorcycle, though. I'll beat all of y'all for the next 10 years. Maybe not. Marcel Tillman, Big Cell, tells me that Victories are has-beens. But I tell you something. Everybody makes money off this culture. The people that make this, the people that make my cowboy hat, the people that make the tires, the shoes, the gloves, the chewing gum, the glasses, the goggles, the sunflower seeds. So why can't you if it was your desire for a living to wake up and ride your motorcycle, and somebody next to you who didn't have the creativity tell you, you're making money off our motorcycle, said, blah, 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 blah. Well, you better go on. Get on out of here. It's those same people that try to control this information. Everybody in the motorcycle set should, every club member should be able to get on and tell you about their party. I'm all for the fish fry. I just wish you would get skinny about it and we could do a fish bake. Can we have a fish bake with some, green beans? Is that too much to ask? I'm sick of seeing my folks out here dying of heart attacks. Y'all 42 can't walk up a flight of stairs. Come on, quit it. Please. Get you some sleep too. See, all y'all in here can barely stay awake. I like my brother with the chains. He's trying. Come on, try on, bro. I love you. I'm going to be talking too loud for you to go to sleep in my thing. Big dog up here whispering. Oh, big dog going to call me out. Listen here. I wrote the PRO's Bible after coming here. This place gave me my start as a public speaker. This conference last year, 2017. 15, 16, whatever that was. This gave me my start where I started doing the videos, the go lives, which led to Big Cell, Teach MC at 106, 107 Live, 106, thank you, 106liveradio.com. That all came from me standing up here talking and the reception you all gave me. So I was inspired, went home and wrote a PRO's Bible, and no PROs like have it. And I'm so disappointed because the PROs are Big Dog had it up there on his thing. How the PROs, what do the PRs do? The PROs guard the reputation of the MC and manage its publics. Its publics are everybody that are involved that aren't in the MC. That's what the PRO does. It's a strong position. When a police department calls you guys gangs, criminals and thugs, the PRO comes and writes the kind of things and press releases and things that stop people from being able to do that to you. Big time 1% organizations have folks that manage how they are perceived in the world. Where do you think all these riding tots for toys and all that, where did all that come from? Somebody realizing that we've got to put a better front and a better image out for people to notice and see. The PRO is one of the strongest positions in the MC. PRO's got to be able to write. But some of y'all write pretty good party flyers. Now, what about writing something positive? Every time, we've had problems like Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club. We got chapters coast to coast. They don't like us everywhere we go. We've had them try to shut down our clubhouses, and we've had people killed in our clubhouses. We've had people murdered in our clubhouses. And when that happens, they don't want you there no more. And you got to have somebody that can hold a press release. Somebody can get the president serious and say, no, don't cuss right now. This is what you do. This is what the PRO does. There are all kinds of things. There are press releases. There are, there's media kits. There's all this stuff that goes into managing the club's reputation, guarding that reputation, and managing the public's. Really? I haven't even got started yet. Okay, so, all right, well, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, thank everybody. Thank you. Honor to God, honor to those who try, honor to those who achieve. Next. What does it take to do something great? Oh, wow. You look at this place right here. What does it take to make this happen? Somebody had to think about the security, safety, entertainment, registration, customer service, insurance. This happened 17 years ago, and look at it today. You guys sitting in here have no idea what it takes, and your members have no idea what it takes to put together an MC and make it run. That's what you guys are here for. They won't know what it is that you're doing like you don't know all the pieces that go to make something like this happen. But we do know one thing. If we try, we can achieve. Next slide. So who gives you permission to dream? You know, like these people that try to monitor what we know and what we think and how we feel. Those people, do they give us permission to dream? Do they give us permission to who we can have in our motorcycle clubs? Do they give us permission where we can ride? Well, none of us really, a lot of us don't need permission to ride. We don't ride anyway, but feel free to dream. Next slide, please. So I have 3 questions to ask you today. I guess it's going to go real fast. 1, are you worthy of the patch that you wear? 2, are you worthy of this officer patch that's on your chest? Are you a worthy national president, secretary, blah, 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 blah? And 3, are you worthy of this lifestyle? Next slide, please. So I want to talk about the power of we. And I'd like everybody to repeat after me. The power of we is there's no I in this. The power of we is there's no I in this. Everybody.
There's no I in this.
The power of we is that there is no I in this. So repeat after me the words of Paul Pep Perry, father of the mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation. Stop saying I.
Stop saying I.
And start saying we.
Start saying we. And that's not French.
But it could be, because we means yes. So we could say we, then the French we, then we. So yes, we can. Say it, we can. We are one. We are together as one.
We are together as one. We.
We don't stab each other in the back. We don't tell lies on one another.
We don't tell lies on one another.
We don't club hop from club to club.
We don't club hop from club to club.
We don't spread rumors about our brothers and sisters.
We don't spread rumors about our brothers and sisters.
We don't take people out of office without a trial.
We're not a trial, so we're not taking people out.
We don't take colors off people's back without the proper board. Oh, y'all not repeating. Stop repeating. Next slide, please. So I was going to tell you a story about the prospect, the teacher, and the mighty Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club Nation and God. So let me try to tell it as fast as I can. I had a prospect that I wanted to take on a cross-country ride because it's your job to teach, right? You are a teacher. So I said, okay, prospect, let's go. So we get on the bikes and everything, and the first thing he did was he had a smaller bike. So he figured that I would carry his stuff on my bike. So we meet out in Marietta, like way far from both of our homes. And I don't know how he got it there. He had like some bags and stuff sitting next to his bike. And he looked at the back seat of my Gold Wing. I had a Gold Wing then, which I probably should have kept. But anyway, I was sitting on my Gold Wing. He looks at my back seat and he goes, hey man, I was thinking National, I could put this stuff on the back of your bike. And oh, we have a rule, bro. It comes from the cowboy days. When you are out on the trail, each person carries what they can in their bedroll. Each person is responsible for themselves. That's right. So if you can't be responsible for yourself, you're going to have to leave that stuff here or tie it on your bike. So now the prospect's mad at me. He tied everything down on his bike. We're riding down the road. He looks like a vagabond. Y'all seen him before? Oh, Lord. I got Beast looking at me. Beast gonna pull me off. All right. Let me try to bring this story to a close. Man, you're killing my story. So here we go.
But you have more time later on today, Black Sabbath, to really give them the business.
But I'll have more time later today to really give you all the business. So his bike started breaking down. The guy's praying, oh my God, my bike's breaking down. And so now he's crying. As we're rolling down the road, the guys, every time we come to a gas stop, the guy's crying. Well, finally we get to a rest stop and his bike just quit. So I was like, he's on his knees. Now, this is like the 10th time he's prayed all day, and I'm just looking at the poor prospect. So all of a sudden this man comes up, and this man gives him a jump start. This white guy pulls up. And the thing I love about white guys, when they pull up, they got everything. What do you need, buddy? I got it. And you're like, wow, white guy. So he pulls up, but he had everything, and he didn't mind helping. It was really cool. So the prospect gets the bike started, and I say, prospect, whatever you do, don't turn that bike off. The bike was turned off. He turned the bike off. So then another guy comes, this Mexican guy comes. And I'm like, hey, this guy doesn't, we're not. The Mexican guy has this spray, and he sprays the spray. I don't know what kind of magic spray it was. It sprayed the spray in the man's carburetor, and the bike started up. I said, oh my goodness. So now the prospect is mad at me, and he says to me, you don't care about me. I'm going to find another club. And I said, what do you mean I don't care? And he says, all this time you've been just looking at me laughing. You wouldn't put my stuff on your bike, and you haven't even cared. All these other people help me. And I said, you guys that really pray a lot really crack me up. Because the Bible said, ask and you shall receive. And once you've asked, to march on like it's already been done. All these 15 or 20 prayers is ridiculous. So then, the other thing you don't understand is that 2 hours to the east was Black Sabbath Little Rock. 2 hours to the north was Black Sabbath Tulsa. Black Sabbath Oklahoma City was 2 hours to the west. Black Sabbath in the Dallas-Fort Worth area was 2 hours, 3 hours to the southwest. Black Sabbath Houston was 6 hours to the south. We had Black Sabbath in Memphis that we had a couple members living there. Brother, all you are is a car and a trailer away from help. You're not in trouble, you're inconvenienced. Do you deserve this thing here that you have on your back? Do you believe in God? Do you believe in your brothers? Do you believe in this lifestyle? Because if you don't, you ain't worthy. Been hit again. I guess I must go. Listen, before Beast drags me off the stage, thank you all for listening, and we will talk a little bit later today. Thank you for having me.
Vice President session. He does have a plethora of information to share with you. As you can see, he can go on and on and on with really good information to help you. So certainly take advantage of his time in the President-Vice President session. Thanks, Black Dragon.
You want your selfie stick podium? Okay. Yeah. She sounded like a conscious in the back when she's talking on the mic. Should I keep going? No, you shouldn't. You can stop that. It's just literally like she's like your conscious in the back. The next speaker, OG Weasel. Oh, wait a minute. Announcement. Those of y'all in here, turn your phones on vibrate, silent. We keep hearing ringers and chimes and iPhones and somebody galaxy about to blow up. So make sure y'all turn your things on silent. All right, OG Weasel. If you've been moving around and learning who's on the set, you've met or heard of OG Weasel. From co-hosting on All Riders Radio, a Bikers Protocol show for years, to heavily blogging, uncut, raw knowledge in various protocol groups about the right way to exist and earn your respect on the set. He's been one of the major go-to sources for information and proper protocol channels when it comes to the lifestyle, and gracefully shares the knowledge he's learned by giving it to others the hard love way. The OG prefix is not a title easily earned, and this brother has lived and done just about everything in the lifestyle that you can truly do to earn a title. Weasel has been in a lifestyle for 25 years plus, worked with an array of clubs to put them in the right direction, directed younger and older bros alike on the right way to embrace the lifestyle, and he truly lives the lifestyle himself, like the rebel he's known to be. Known for being very intense about everything biker, he has unselfishly dedicated his life to educating and helping the next set of aspiring brothers to grow into the lifestyle. When it comes to riding, let's just say he's known for truly moving throughout the states and fellowshipping with bros on all levels. Placing no boundaries on miles, Weasel is known for popping up in states and living by his personal favorite cliche, doing what bikers do. Far from the trendy brother, Weasel believes in the preservation of the traditional set and the model of today's biker should aspire to be. Without further ado, New Jersey's own OG Weasel.
My man got me here going live. I don't know what that's all about. I ain't into all that. But it's all good. Listen, about 2 months ago, Foxy reached out to me. She said, Weasel, I want you to come over here and speak to these people and just do what you do. And I said, listen, Foxy, I don't think this is for me because, you know, I don't like to hold back. She said, come on and do what you do. And I said, listen, Foxy, I don't think you want me here. So I'm going to ask y'all. So I'm going to ask y'all, can I be Weasel today or running through somebody else? Can I be Weasel? Y'all good with that?
You need to be.
I can't hear y'all. Can I be Weasel today?
Yes,
Do y'all mind? I can talk. Do what I do the way I do it. All right, can y'all do me a favor? I want everybody to stand there for like 1 second, all right? Everybody. If you're handicapped, have a nigga lift you up with that chair. Do you know what it is to love something? Do y'all really know what it is to love something? I can't hear y'all. Yeah. If you're passionate about this lifestyle and you truly about it, I need y'all to do me a favor from your heart. I want y'all to scream out 3 things for me, all right? I love this shit.
I love this shit.
I respect this shit.
I respect this shit.
Real loud.
Really?
I'm gonna live this shit.
I'm gonna live this shit.
That's what I'm talking about. And you're saying that should be from your heart. So if I see you moving around, you disrespect this culture, you disrespect yourself. Let me tell you something, this is truly a lifestyle. When I say a lifestyle, this is truthfully a lifestyle. Some of us live this. This is not something that we just make up and we put on these colors and do miles and all this stuff. This is something that's in our heart. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't get that, man. Everybody just want to be cool and be part of something, man. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm about the lifestyle. I'm about meeting bros, about fellowshipping, about moving through these states and doing what bikers do. A lot of people can't say that because they're caught up in everything else and they want to be the man and they got the me factor going on. I don't care about me. I'm always worried about the next brother. Like, yo, bro, you good? Am I lying? Man? I'm worried about the next brother. If we moving through these states and you ain't got a room, I'm gonna make sure you're good. But that's what it's about. It's about the art of fellowship, about pounding these miles, being bros, and living the lifestyle. A lot of people just can't get that. You know, but the problem today is, man, we got a lot of MCs with a social club mindset. Y'all hear me? We got a lot of MCs with a social club mindset. A lot of people won't get that because they can't connect the dots when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? This MC stuff, this whole set stuff, man, this is real. This is some real stuff, but some people are still growing up in this and they gotta kind of like elevate yourself and do what we do as bikers. When you can't get to that point yet because you ain't met no real bros. So sometimes you think you're a real brother, so you meet a real brother. You know what I'm saying? You'll meet a real brother. You know what I'm saying? You'll meet a real brother. You'll meet a real brother. Doing what bikers do. This ain't something you turn off. We do this 24/7, 365. You get to the point that it's the holidays, it's Christmas, it's New Year's. Fuck it, it's Hanukkah. Right? Your phone's ringing, the texts are coming through. Every day for the last 20 plus years, I can honestly say that my phone has rung, texts, emails, something has happened in my life that was related to being a biker, to this set. It was clubs calling, it was brothers that need some help. Brothers who just want to talk about the lifestyle. Brothers who just want to be brothers and talk about what we do as bikers. You know what I'm saying? That's love, that's passion. That's how you all should be. That's what's going to happen with you as you elevate yourself and do what we do. You start to embrace that mindset of a biker. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people haven't gotten to that point yet. When I say embrace it, this will engulf your life. You know, on the one side, you got a saying that you'll get to a point where you got to make a choice. It's going to be your lifestyle or your family. A lot of people don't get that. When you really get into this, I don't care where you at. Okay, I'm with regular social clubs, AC, travel clubs, fishing clubs. I don't give a fuck what you are, okay? When you get into this shit, if you're willing to anything, it's going to take over your life. And you don't understand this. You may not understand this today, but you will. Even me, I get up in the morning time, I look at my closet, everything is Harley. That's just who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm just brings me to that point that it becomes part of your being. So you in the club, you got those bros and you doing this, and you living this lifestyle, it's gonna be natural for you to want to gravitate to your brothers, to your rags, to something that's biker oriented, because you want to represent that when you're moving around. And that's what it's about. It's about having pride in who you are as a biker. It's about representing the set. A lot of people don't realize when you out here, you're not just representing yourself, you're representing all of us. You hear me? Y'all representing all of us. So when you're doing stupid shit, and you're acting like fools out here, and you think you're the man, and you're doing some off the level shit, you disrespecting all of us. Don't disrespect me, bro. I don't appreciate it. And if I see you, I'm gonna let you know, yo, you foul, bro. And we all need to protect this. A lot of people don't protect it. They just hear it. You know why? Because you haven't taken ownership of it. We all own this. This is our shit. This is ours. Is this yours? Yeah. Some of y'all say that. It's not yours, it's ours.
That was real weak. That was real weak.
Like the brother said, we. It took me a long time to understand. I thought I was the man. I knew everybody. I moved to a lot of states, like a lot of respect and a lot of love, because I do what bikers do. And when I realized that it wasn't about me, it was about us, that's when I changed. And I grew up in this. I started to understand what this is all about. Everybody will get to that point because it's too busy focusing on me, my rags, my club. And that's why you go to parties, clubs in the corner all huddled up, because it's about our club. You're too scared to come over here and fellowship with a brother and hug a brother. Yo, what's up, bro? I'm Weasel from Jersey. I don't see that. Back in the days, when you went to a house, it was about fellowship. Wasn't that right? We fellowship. I wanted to know who you were, where you been at, what you did. That's going to inspire me to grow something. But some people don't want to grow. I appreciate growing because I'm a big boy now. Big boy. I can sit here and tell stories. We can talk about these states from 10 up to 90, but a lot of girls don't know what that means because they ain't been nowhere, they ain't did nothing, they ain't shook no hands, and embraced nobody. But I ain't gonna talk about that, all right? You gotta give me a minute. I'm gonna run over out of it. It is what it is. We're gonna talk about this while I gas y'all, but this is once a year. So y'all get home with yourselves and deal with me for a second. We're going to talk about this lifestyle because y'all need to get a lesson from bros that's been there, that's done it. So we just share with you. I'm happy to give you what I got. I don't want nothing from you. I just want you to appreciate it and get a different mindset about what you're doing in this lifestyle. You get to understand. That's how you learn. You learn from bros who've been there, done that, and doing it still, and you pass it on. That's called tradition. That's how things get passed on. You can't pass on what you don't know. Maybe you can. Maybe you can teach me something. Anybody in here that's done anything, we can sit down and talk. I guarantee you can bring some knowledge to me. Because we all enjoy this a different way. You remember when you was a kid, and you would be in the car at your mama's and that biker would pull up. You'd be like, oh, mommy, a biker. You go on the car. Kids do it today. They get fascinated. Because we were bikers, we see a biker, you get excited. Because they look like bikers, they had that look, they had that pride, they own that bike. You see kids now, biker pulls up, the kids like, look at this motherfucker. I see some clowns sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's alright to be a clown, you don't be a clown then, that's good, keep your circus over there, because the set doesn't need that. You know, we got a lot of trends going on, we got lights going on. We got a lot of flavor, stuff that's not MC. What we need to do is bring the MC back in the MC, because it went away somewhere for a few minutes, so a lot of people don't get that. Put the MC back in the MC. That's big boy talk. Think about what your club does, how that move, what y'all do. The only thing you do in week to week is go on to show love. When you riding it, when you get down the road meeting some bros, when you fellowshipping. Because what you're doing in that sense is you're living in a two-wheel box. Amen. You have just studied your club growth, your growth as a brother, a growth into the lifestyle. There's no elevation in that. So think about it when you go back. Think to yourself right now, what is my club really doing? Representing, showing love.
There's no growth in that. That's how you get respect. That's how you get nationed up, because you move around, your club gets that respect. So you know what, they ride, man. So when you want to open up shop in that other state, you already established it. Bros know who you are. That's part of that growth. So y'all think about that. You talk to your presidents. Ask, what is your club doing? Why are you part of that club? I don't know. The big issue is a lot of bros seek validation, but bros are not validated. You seek validation from bros that are not validated. They seek validation too, but you just don't know it because they front. They front. But forget what people think, man. Like, do what you do as a wife. You know what I'm saying? Live your life, respect the club, do shit by the book. Let's live the lifestyle. The old cliche is live free, ride free. That's the old cliche. If you met me 20 years ago, I was a weasel. I was just doing what bikers do. I didn't give up, whatever F word is. I didn't care. That's what we do with bikers. We just live free, ride free. That's why they made that cliche. Educate yourself on some of these traditional terms and associate yourself, your habits, with these terms and learn what this is all about. And that's part of your growth. Grow. I don't keep saying grow because that's how your club grows. You blossom. The set benefits. The more clubs we have that's developed, the more that it makes you want to come out and show that love that so many love to show. Forget the props. Who needs props, man? Who needs to say, yo, man? Who needs that? Who needs the validation? It's not even important. What you need is some respect. I'd rather be respected than loved. If you see me, what you think about me? You're gonna respect me. You're gonna respect what I do. If you can't question my resume, because you talk to anybody right now. If you met me, bro, hustle man, how'd you meet me? What was I doing, bro? Right. I can ask that question to 20 brothers right now. You see me in the road, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, riding my shit. That's the first thing. Brotherhood, fellowship, riding your bike. If you ain't got those three things going in that equation, then you ain't doing what bikers do. So you need to check yourself in the club. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't like cutting and pasting. You know what I'm saying? That's why I need to be Weasel, because I don't like sitting up here, you know, being a false protocol guy or whatever you want to call it. Because I'm not about that trendy stuff, the generic stuff. I like to keep it real, bro. So when you leave out of here, you're gonna be thinking like, yo, man, you're talking some real shit. But sometimes you need to get that hard love. But that's gonna help you grow. You know, we can talk about this all day, but I love this. You can look at me, I hope that you see that. It's the passion, this runs in my heart. Now, you talk to me, I get excited. It's like sex. Well, almost. It's like sex without condom. No, it's some serious shit. Okay, I know y'all want to learn something, you know what I'm saying? I can sit here and protocol you to death. Trust me, coast to coast protocol, break it down by section. Because it does vary by region, okay? But yeah, I need to stop listening to these protocol guys sometimes, because if I had met you and I don't know your resume, then I cannot go by what you're saying. So if you're on Facebook and there's a protocol page, and you go, I already know the protocol page. You know that, brother? Have you seen how he moves? It sounds good sometimes. It's like, yo, like, if I haven't met you and see how you move and or either know of you for somebody that can validate that, yo, man, y'all need to learn to get off that lazy, novice way of getting things and get back on the road and be some bros. Okay, let me tell you something. Just go one state away. Everybody ain't built for the road, because he said it didn't test you. It ain't for everybody. But go to that next state, or go to that old school clubhouse, man. There's a lot of knowledge right in your back door. So instead of you laughing at the OG, it takes one drink. You get a lot of stories sometimes with one drink, maybe two. And if he's a real OG, it'll take you about 6 Hennies in there. You know, but your knowledge sometimes, get off the book, man. Like, that's the cheap way. Like, don't give me nothing. Everything I want in this lifestyle, I want to earn it, man. I want to earn it on the road. I want to earn it through shaking hands and meeting brothers. Like today, this weekend, I was excited to be out here yesterday at 11:30. I dropped my luggage, I ran downstairs, and we chopped it up with bros to 4:30 in the morning. All day, just fellowship, shaking hands, smiling, meeting different bros, talking biker stuff, talking other stuff. But we were doing what bikers do. I want you to keep that in your head. I'm going to do what bikers do. Because that's like a big boy statement. So if you want to be a big boy, that you should do what bikers do. I'm going to wrap this up in a second, because I don't want to kill you with this. But I I'm gonna be in the president's section, and if you want to hear some realness, we're gonna continue to bring it the way I need to hear it. But my last couple of things here, let me just run through this real quick so that, I don't want y'all trying to learn this shit and learning this shit. All these functions, man. What's going on, community? Every week, man. Every week, man. Every week. You ain't gotta be out there every week. Once you get out of town sometimes, man. Once again, we're back to that box. Box. Like, how corny is it every week when you see the same motherfuckers, man? Every week. I hear this nigga with them shoes again. They got their trophy party shoes, they got their fish fry shoes, you know the look. Even me, I got my little, this is my favorite vest. Because when I'm going to some shit special, I'm like, yo, my best video. This is my little shirt, you know, keep it sexy. But, alright, but listen, I ain't gonna kill you with this, but I just want to give you something to think about. Because I don't know about y'all, but I love this shit. I love this shit for years and years, and I didn't know when I started to love it. But it took me a minute though, when I realized it, when brothers started coming to me and started asking me questions, I was like, yo, man, you must be doing something right, man. And I like it that when brothers see that, I'm like, wow, man, like, I didn't know I was doing this. You know what I'm saying? You should aspire to be something in this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Be that dude that people want to come to ask you that question. We got to pose right now. I want to say right now, my brother that I speak to from Zoo Islands, Cali, he tells me sometimes we chop it up on the phone, yo, man, brothers just calling me asking questions. That's a sign. That's a sign that you're moving in the right direction, that people are seeing things in you. If you're in the club, you should be somebody that people see things in you, that your club should be built out to that point. You know clubs right now that you just respect because they're doing it. Certain clubs, I can name clubs right now. Like my man in here, Ruthless Riders, I got my laid off tour. They do what they do. You respect it. So obviously, if they're doing something you're not doing, you're not getting that respect, something right in your club. That's something to think about. If you respect somebody to the point where you're learning, there's admiration, there's respect, and if I look at you as a father figure, you need to do something to get in that position. And this is from social clubs, fishing clubs, whatever else y'all want to label. I'm not told to see shit, because it's not traditional. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a straight up old school brother. If you want to talk to me about some biker shit, some straight up biker stuff, I want to keep it real with you. I want to talk to you about every position, everything. I want to tell you what it really is. You may get upset with it, but don't worry about it. I got support at it. At the end of the day, can y'all do me one favor? Can y'all do me one favor? Yeah, Weasel, anytime today, go ahead. Go ahead. Can y'all do me a favor? Yeah. Two whites. That's how you do it, right?
Do it like y'all know he had this because he was too tall for this, right? Next we're going to do the charity. So, at this point, we'll let Fox take over. Foxy! Hey, sis.
Hey. So every year at the PROC convention, things that you may not have known for some years, but within the last few years you have. Every year, the hosting club chooses a charity for the PROC to support alongside them. What we've done for the last few years is to make it be known to our patrons at large, because it's very important that you guys do see us doing our due diligence with the community as well. This year, as you know, we have been hosted by the lovely men and women of the Block Burners Nation. And men, well, they have a social club and a motorcycle club, but the Block Burners of Baltimore, men, as Capone, the national president, just made sure he made me know. They've done a great job hosting us, and I would like to bring them to the stage now, because we want to salute and present the charity for 2017 on behalf of the PROC Convention and block burners.
Hey, first of all, I just want to say thank everybody for coming out. Appreciate the support. Appreciate everybody. Nobody got unruly or nothing. We ain't had no issues last night or whatever, so we appreciate it. And then we're going to party tonight, you know what I'm saying, after we finish these sessions, man. And I want everybody, if you got any issues, you see a burner, man, you just let us know. We'll motherfucking make it right for you, all right? So, but after the sessions, y'all going to rock out with your cock out tonight, all right? Well, ladies. Oh, anyways, y'all know I'm the former national president of Block Burners. This is my co-founder right here, Gotti. And we started the block probably about 12 years ago. Young man right there, we was in Atlanta, shit, he used to hang out in the shop with me, you know, in Atlanta, whatever. But we started 12 years ago. We built on loyalty and brotherhood. I love this man like he's my brother, so everybody in my organization got to emulate and move like we move. So you got in a little story I had. Can I do this real quick?
Yes, of course.
Somebody from my club yesterday is, if you move in a certain group of people, and I ain't gonna call nobody out, like in America, you move in a certain group of people that don't know their history, you tend not to respect the things that you belong to. So if you all knew you was from kings and queens, when you look at the man next to you, you respect him as such. And that's how we try to move in our organization. Like we come from something, we all important. So I'm gonna love this man like he's a king. You know what I mean? And same thing for the queens, you should love the women like they're queens. So when you're building up your organization, if you don't respect where you come from, you can't respect what you belong to. So everybody in here is a king and a queen. Alright? So with that being said, I'm gonna give it to Sam. We're gonna do the charity.
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? So, my name is Fam, Baltimore Block Burners Treasurer. I'd like to thank Capone for all the hard work he does for us. So, this year, the Block Burners chose the Queen's Daughters Foundation. So, I'll give you a quick orientation of the Queen's Daughters. So, as you know, that we have an increasingly homeless culture that's happening nationwide. And her organization has taken upon herself to feed the homeless in Baltimore twice a month, while also doing that, also tackling the AIDS and HIV epidemic in our area. She also does international things, going into countries in Africa and establishing computer labs and trying to set up other urban initiatives in that area. So, maybe not going too far, we'll talk about this more later. We want to give this check to Queen's Daughters Foundation. And this is Akua Zinzelli. I didn't want to butcher her name again. And this is the family, this is her daughter, Queen's Daughters Foundation. We would like to present you with this check from the PROC Convention of the Block Burners in the city.
Overwhelmed. I'm so grateful to be here. I thank the Block Burners for recommending us and selecting us. This is my daughter, 2/3 of the Queen's Daughters. My little one is not here today. But basically we started by my daughter a couple of years asking to feed the homeless. And she wanted to do it just for Thanksgiving. Well, she mentioned it at Thanksgiving time. And I said, well, we don't have to just do it during a holiday. People who are homeless are in need 24/7, 365, and so we wanted to do something on an ongoing basis and really try to make an impact. And so this is really helpful. We pretty much just get together what we can and what we have. That's what we give out. And so this will really help us serve more people. And I'm appreciative. And I thank you for having us today.
You're very, very thankful. And we really appreciate of all your service that you get dedicated to the city of Baltimore. Hopefully, those of you that are sitting out here can talk to her later today in the charity session. It could be a movement that we can do from city to city. It started with a seed here in Baltimore. So please attend her charity session later on today along with the Buds Foundation to find out how you and your organization can get more involved with the charity work that's being done that we often don't see. So thanks again. The block is hot. So moving right along, so you'll see in your program this year that's something that you've not seen ever before with the PROC. This is something that we are now starting this year. And it's recognition from those of us that are on the pro-convention committee. On the pro-convention committee, you have Butter, who you see most often. He's the one that says he kisses babies, although we don't often see babies. Mocha, who's walking in here with her Steeler apparel. Lexi, who's our CFO. She manages all the financials so that we don't have to do it. And she's able to pay the bills for the hotels that we're able to go to from city to city. Myself, Foxy, and Beats. And what we will be doing is taking a very good, close look at the community at large over the year as we did last year. So we started this last year, and we came up with a concept. Let's watch how folks move and recognize them for such. This award that I would like to present right now goes to a young lady who is a true ground pounder. If you don't know anything about Bessie Stringfield, this lady calls her Shiro, as many of us women do. And she went out of her way to make certain that she traveled from coast to coast to break Bessie Stringfield's record. And if you don't know who she is, you'll quickly learn who she is. She's from Los Angeles, California. And this year we would like to present Sarah Secret, the cross-country rider with the Ground Pounder of the Year Award. Secret, can I have you come to the stage, please? So of course it's very emotional time with Secret. This is something that it's hard to keep secrets away from Secret. And I appreciate Portia, who's the editor-in-chief and CEO of Black Girls Ride magazine, for partnering with us this year, for being able to keep a secret that I shared with her some time ago. As she's lost her voice and she was thinking she was going to have to speak, and I told her, no, you're not going to have to speak right now. But I had her thinking she was going to have to speak. But we truly want to present you the Ground Pounder of the Year Award. Secret is very well deserved. Earned it, much respect, and salute.
I want to say thank you for my time. That is coming. Bessie Stringfield has been my motivation since I've been riding. I knew about her for about 15 years, and when I started riding, I was just riding just to match her record, and a lot of people didn't know who Bessie Stringfield was, even in the Black motorcycle community. So when I was doing it, a lot of men thought that I was trying to outdo him or trying to act like a man. But that wasn't it. I was trying to match her record. So the first woman who rode cross country was Effie Hotchkiss. And she rode cross country round trip. Then we had the Van Burden sisters who rode cross country one time. And Bessie's routes were not documented. So to make sure I broke her record, thank you, Foxy. I rode cross country 9 times round trip, giving it a total. record. And because her first motorcycle was 1928 Indian Scout.
Come on now.
You got it.
Indian Motorcycle sponsored me for that night round trip 18 times cross country. They gave me an Indian road master to ride. And I want to thank the block burners. When we got to North Carolina, you guys gave us a substantial amount of money to make that trip. I want to thank block numbers that come from my heart. And I want to encourage women. We are meant to be here.
Come on.
Understand the history of transportation. Because it went from a horse, a bicycle, motorcycle was very inexpensive. And then it went to the Model T4. We belong in this lifestyle. We do ride, and I want to encourage women to ride. Sometimes you don't want to ride because you may not have nobody to ride with. And there are times that I have rode cross country by myself. Sometimes you just got to get out there and do it. So I just want to say thank you again. I didn't see this coming. I'm a big crybaby, but I love you. And my sister Portia from Black Girls Ride for life. Black Girls Ride forever, forever. Black Girls Ride. Thank you for what you do for the state. And I would like for you all to share your stories with Black Girls Ride magazine. We are trying to make sure we document your history, our history. Shout out to, we got Portia here, talk to her. We got Tony Tufan, we got Little Tigger, myself, we're Squeak Sad from Ohio. She's a Black Girls Ride ambassador. We want to hear your stories, tell your stories. Because when you try to look for Bessie Stringfield, there's not a lot of stuff to be said about that woman of color that rode cross country 8 times. During the 30s and 40s, during Jim Crow era. She couldn't get a hotel. She didn't have nowhere to sleep. People ask me all the time, how do I afford it? I think about Bessie. I sleep on my bike. I sleep at a truck stop. I sleep on the ground. And I think about so many times before me. You can do it. Thank you. Share your story. I would like to bring Portia T to the stage real quick as well. And I know Portia, this was a quick thank for you. So this young lady, Portia Taylor, is the CEO and editor-in-chief of Black Girls Ride magazine. And I have to say, I was very, very humble and honored for her to showcase me on the cover of her magazine for the month of January 2017. It's her movement. It says Foxy is moving the community forward and I'm just doing my part. But it's her movement that I want all ladies and men to take to and gravitate to. It's a vision that she had for this community. She saw that there was a need and there was an outlet for women to be showcased. She didn't have to do it, but she did. So I want everyone to salute her for all the work that she's doing, for paving the way in the industry, for women to have a voice, be seen, be heard, and truly be the women bikers of America and beyond. So I just wanted you to be able to give a few words and thank you for everything that you're doing.
First, let me just say, I continue to be honored to stand with the PROC and to see the thousands of us in the community. And it was at my very first PROC in 2009, I was amazed, upwardly mobile, Black men and women on ground, owning their own bikes. And in 2009, the wheels began to turn because you start looking in the motorsports industry and you don't see anything that looks like us.
Come on now.
You don't see us in their advertisements. You don't see us in their pages. But all of us stand here emotionally connected to our bikes. How many of you guys right now got a closet, like you said, a closet full of Harley? Has Harley ever written you a check for your club? So my goal became to create the imagery, to showcase just what this lifestyle means in our community and why they need to put their marketing dollars behind us. If you notice when we do Black Girls Ride stuff, for the most part, we try to keep it free. We don't want y'all to pay, we want them to pay. They need to pay for the opportunity to get in front of you. They need to pay for the opportunity to speak to you. We go and we drop thousands with these people. Without it being a word. Half the time you go into a dealership, they act like you can't afford to pay for the bike. I know I'm not the only one that had this experience. Amen. So it's through media. It's through the magazines sharing your tales and your stories. Sharing the fact that, yes, when I did a search in 2011 for female riders, for black female riders, the only name that came up was Bessie Stringfield.
Come on now.
Now, I can't negate what Bessie has done. I'm super proud to be a part of her legacy. But you can't tell me from 2011, 6 years ago when I started, 1940, when she came across, in that gap, there was no other black females on ground. That's not true, and I knew it wasn't true. Because Miss Showtime sat in Los Angeles since the 70s, and nobody had told her story. Riding Harley-Davidson motorcycles right alongside, sometimes allowed to ride with the chosen few as a Lady of the Cross. Our history getting lost. Our community tends to be oral. We tell the story, we pass it down, but we don't print it. We don't need to be secretive about how we serve our community on ground. We don't need to be secretive about our passion for these motorcycles. So I'm here to take our vision higher. Black Girls Ride, I'm proud to say, has grown from our little LA community to international. We're represented in Africa, in London, in India, in Dubai. There are women who hear the phrase Black Girls Ride and they are emotionally connected because they see themselves in that phrase. I talked to the sisters in the group and I said, should I change it to Beautiful Bikers? And I got people was mad at me. How come we can't have nothing? Amen. You know why? Because the feedback I was getting was, how come the same feedback that we hear about Black Lives Matter? How come our lives don't matter? How come all women don't ride? So I am unapologetic about Black Girls Ride.
Come on now.
I am unapologetic. We're not exclusive. It doesn't mean you can't ride with us. And it just as there are others represented here at the PROC, it doesn't mean you won't find other races in our pages. We celebrate all women who have a passion for riding. But we're here to tell the story of the ones that were forgotten. And that's why the magazine Black Girls Ride exists today. And to every woman in here with a Black Girls Ride patch on your vest, I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Because it's those little tens of dollars that have gotten me across country when I needed to. It's those little dollars that help to produce these events, to help us get in front of people so that we can continue to grow the movement. We're looking for ambassadors in your state. If you're interested, please let me know so we can expand this movement. Thank you to you, Foxy. Thank you for giving us the platform and the opportunity to showcase this. And you are more than deserving to be on the cover.
Come on now.
So what you do to spread the word, to grab people by the hand and say, you need this information. I know you want to be outside shopping and turning up, but you need to come in here because you need this information to grow. We salute you for that. Thank you. We salute you. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart.
Thanks again, and thanks to the many women and men that have complimented me. I tell you, it was a very, very big shock. And
and I'm very humble and honored to represent Black Girls Ride for the month of January and beyond. I am attached to them as a sister for life, and that's what we will continue to do. This next award is something that's one that was really dear to my heart, and I wanted to not be biased. It was one I talked to the team about, and they too agreed. When you look at things that happen to people over life, and you give them the pity party and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry you're in that situation. Hopefully things will be better for you." And then you have things that happen to a person's life, and you know how they say resilience is never giving up. God has work for us to do. This gentleman here is a little brother from another mother to me, and he's been that way for many years. He had a very, very bad accident in April of 2015. And going to the hospital and seeing the pictures of him and seeing him in the flesh hooked up to many, many machines, tubes everywhere, head swollen beyond his body, and many of us gathered there hearing words of the brain pressure is too much. We don't know if he's gonna make it. We don't know if he's gonna be a vegetable. We don't know what life has for him. And I can remember sitting in the waiting room with many of the folks that's sitting in this room today, saying God has work for Keith, Mr. 954 Triggs to do. And I would like the organization of Turning Point, Turning Heads, Turning Point Social Club to all stand and come to the front, please. This gentleman gives of himself very unselfishly. And if you've ever got the opportunity, and I know you guys saw him speak today, but if you've ever had the opportunity to be around him, you will feel the love from the heart. He does so much without asking for anything. And when this accident occurred, he in fact was on his way to MC a function. As we know now, unfortunately, he was not able to make it there. But for him to have bounced back in such a very short period of time is probably still something that the doctors don't even understand. And that's because of the power of God. God is not ready for him. God, as we shared in those stories in the waiting room, God still had much work for him to do. And I remember talking to his mom, and she was crying, and you know, when you see your child laid up in a hospital this way, anyone is going to go through that. And you can't honestly say, unless you've been there, I know what you're going through. So no, I'm not going to give you the words of Mama Triggs, I know what you're going through, because I have never experienced anything like this. This was a brother from another mother to me, but I had never experienced what she was experiencing at that moment. So what I kept telling her was, I honestly can't see God being finished with Keith yet. He has a lot of work. He is a solid anchor in the 919 area of North Carolina. He has brought clubs together with unity. The Stuff the Trailer was something that his club did, not for show, but for the community. And the Stuff the Trailer, it actually went from a trailer that you could house maybe 2 bikes in it to a tractor trailer. And that's truly a movement for your community. So without further ado, I would like to present Keith, Mr. 954, Turning Point NC, with the Resilience Award of 2017. Anytime I've asked him to do something for us, for the organization or anything, he tells me all the time, sis, that's too easy. And I'm so appreciative, along with my colleagues on the Pro Convention panel, to present to you this Resilience Award, much deserving, and we greatly appreciate God sparing your life and allowing you to continue to do his work.
Now you know why you look here.
And it wasn't because you're pretty.
I just know why you were real better than all y'all.
No, all them.
Yeah, I'm really a little better than that. But I really don't want to cry. But I will. And make it a little bit more real when you cry. I cried over here. I cried over here and then I just got it together. But for real, I don't know, like I appreciate it. I know, like I don't even know what really happened to me. So it was easy for me because I wasn't really there. But to my family and my friends and all of y'all that prayed and weren't at the hospital when you was on the toilet taking the shit and said, let me pray, I don't give a damn where you prayed.
Come on now.
I'm so serious, I don't care where you prayed at. I needed it and I appreciate it. Because I mean, like, I have to deal with my cousin and be like, yo, well, you know, they called us in the room to say goodbye like 3 times. You know what I'm saying? And they asked my mom, they make a decision. Like, how the hell can you make a decision on your child? Yo, do away with it. Nah, not my mom, not my family. Now, when I say my family, I don't just mean them, I mean all of y'all. Like bro said earlier, all y'all my family, because I have. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful. That's it, man. I'm thankful. I know it was actually April of 2016. It was a year back. But when I left the hospital in June, when I woke up, the doctor told my mom that I wouldn't walk or talk for 9 months. And I mean, like, this crazy. I'm done, man. I love you, baby.
And this family that you see standing before us right now, if you ladies and gentlemen can turn around and face the crowd for me. Turning Point MCSC and Turner Heads Association, they have truly stood by our community. They stayed fast with us, everybody in the community. And I want to say salute to this organization for bringing so much unity in the community. Because without them, the 919 could be in a different place today. So again, when you get time, introduce yourself to these men and women. And also just learn how they did the stuff the trailer. That's something that you may want to bring to your city. Because truly, it went from a trailer, and these men and women sacrificed themselves to stay diligently 24/7 for 7 days. Which oftentimes we make excuses. I got to go to work, I got kids to take care of, I got to go do this, that, and the third. But they are committed to the movement in our community and beyond. And they're teaming up with other areas to also bring Christmas holiday cheer to those that are less fortunate. And these are the types of things that we, the PROC, want to commend, because we're very involved with looking at what are we as a bike community truly doing in our local communities. And most of you sitting out there today can say in your bylaws, you started your club to be charitable, you started your club because you wanted to have community service. But then when we start looking on paper and at your actions, we don't see that. So it's places like this where we want to showcase those that are truly doing it, and hopefully you'll be a sponge absorbing the metal to come to them to do better. Thanks again. Fallen Rider Tribute, we had some technical difficulties with the slideshow, so I deeply apologize for us not having everybody to be on display today due to technical difficulties. However, you will be able to get the slideshow on the website, from the Pro Convention website. We will also make sure that we make a link to the video of the slideshow presentation available to you via social media. And we want to say and pay homage, as we always do every year, to those that are fallen riders. So if you're in the room right now and your organization has experienced a fallen rider in the year 2016, please stand to your feet. From the Pro Convention and the Blockburner Nation, we will make sure that we reach out to each and every one of your clubs that are represented today
to make sure that you know from us to you that we deeply and sincerely are heartfelt with your loss. And although there's not words that can bring back your loved one, whether it be your biological sister or brother, we want you to know that fallen riders are taken seriously. And each and every year that we come to the Pro Convention, we look around and a brother or sister that you may be sitting beside today may not be with us next week, may not be here at the convention next year. So take time to love one another, appreciate one another sincerely, and be there for one another. So all those that are standing in the room today, for those that are not standing with them, if you could please give them embracing hugs, words of comfort to keep them during their time of bereavement, because bereavement is a very tough thing to go through. And if you're a brother and sister in an organization, it becomes family to you. So salute to each and every one of you. And again, we will make sure that we have the presentation on our website, and we will make certain that it gets to those that may need it in order for you to keep it as a memory of us saluting your fallen rider. Thank you. You may be seated. So now I would like to have our corporate sponsors and our club sponsors make their way to the stage, please. Blockburners, can you make your way to the stage as well? So I need Worldwide Riders, Benevolent Beauty Social Club, Smoking Curves Motorcycle Club, Platinum Rollers Motorcycle Club, Women with Standards Social Club, Vicious Riders Motorcycle Club, Central Lady Riders Motorcycle Club, Night Riders Motorcycle Club, Sky's the Limit Family, Road Divas Motorcycle Club, Unstoppable Dynasty Motorcycle Club, Profile Riders Motorcycle Club, Hot Commodities Motorcycle Club, Untamed Legends Motorcycle Club, and the Harley Davidson of Baltimore dealership, Black Girls Ride Magazine, Guardian Knights. Black Girls Ride Magazine, as you all just heard, has done a great job over the last few short years of its existence. And we greatly appreciate you taking us on and sponsoring this event and working collaboratively with us. So today we would like to present you a certificate of appreciation with all the work that we have and what we continue to do. Secret is on the end. Thank you. Vicious Riders Motorcycle Club, based out of Rocky Mount, North Carolina. These ladies, I proudly say that are my club sisters and work very, very hard. We are trying to do our very best to pave the way with the female ladies on the bike set. I'm the business manager for our club, and I would like to present Vicious Riders. We greatly appreciate you ladies for being a club sponsor for the PROC for the last 2 years. And we really want to make sure that you ladies continue to stay involved with us, and we greatly appreciate you. Thank you. Spicy, who's the president of Vicious Riders, is actually on the PROC team along with myself. She's one of our team leader supervisors. She's a woman of few words in this type of forum, so I won't put her on the spot to have her all emotionally tied. But we greatly appreciate the work that she does for us on the team, because we need so many bodies to make this work. So thanks, Spicy. Road Divas, thank you very much for joining us this year and helping us make this a successful event.
We are greatly appreciative of your service and your kindness, and we look forward to partnering with you in the future. Thanks again. Worldwide Riders. There's a nation here to my left. We greatly appreciate you adopting us and sponsoring us this year as you've done previously. Again, we appreciate all the work that you guys do also in the community, and we look to many more years of partnering with you with the PROC. So thank you. Who's next, buddy? Benevolent Beauties. These ladies are tied with the Block Nation. You may see them pop up in a lot of different cities doing great work. And again, we want to thank them. Many of them probably getting ready for the sessions that are going to take place later today. So that may be why we don't have them in this room. So just make certain that you know for sure that it's not because they're not attending the general session. It's because when you're a hosting club, there's a lot that's required.
I never get the cameraman.
And you need to be in many, many different places at many different times. And we greatly appreciate them helping to host this event. So thanks to Benevolent Beauties. Smoking Curves Motorcycle Club. They too are probably busy with Benevolent Beauties because they too are under the umbrella of the Block Nation. So again, we thank those ladies for doing what they do to help us make this a successful event. Their national president said they were. Blockburners. So as you know, for the whole weekend, Blockburners has been our genuine host of the event, and we want to say we greatly appreciate Capone, you and your team for taking time out of your busy schedule all year, working with us last year to get this event pulled together to be successful, and we're honored to now add you to our list of hosting clubs in this 14-year long-standing history. We continue to be able to work with you as other hosting clubs come on board. This is our way to do what we need to do for the community. So again, salute to the Blockburners Nation, and a big shout out to their national president, Capone, because he's taken on a lot to have this event come together. Thank you guys. Is there anyone here from Platinum Riders? Or Platinum Rollers, I'm sorry. Eccentric ladies? Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't see you tucked in over here to the left. I didn't see you. So they're tucked in over here to my left, and I didn't see them standing there. We appreciate you ladies coming on board as a club sponsor for us. We hope to have you continue to support what we do. If there's anything that we can do to make it more pleasurable for you as a club sponsor, certainly let us know. Thank you. Hot commodities.
Yeah.
So Butter is one of the founders of the PROC. He's also one of the founders of Hot Commodities. And so as I said, you see him floating around. And he claims he kisses babies. And I keep telling him we don't ever see these babies that he's kissing all the time. But what? Well, Big Dog, the front runner, said he's killing them. So that's why we don't see him. But we're not going to go there because we don't have child here. Thank you, Hot Commodities, for continuing to be an anchor sponsor for us. We greatly appreciate everything that you do. And as they say, hot commodities die legends. And we've seen our fair share. Brother even has a tattooed on his neck. Thank you again. Profile Riders. Profile Riders, they too started from the very, very beginning. With the PROC, as Lexi is one of the PROC founders, and I can tell you the behind-the-scenes work that this club does for us all year is something that I can't even talk about in a few words. But we greatly appreciate Profile Riders for being alongside us and doing what you do and continue to do it year in and year out. And I know we can't thank you enough for what you do because there's a lot of work that goes into this behind the scenes. So special thanks to Dee, their president, for allowing us to call his wife Lexi, who's one of the PROC founders, at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning to get PROC work done. Thank you. Unstoppable Dynasty. They too have been with us from the very beginning. Miss Info is our inventory manager for the PROC, and she works tirelessly to make sure that when you check in, your registration goes flawlessly. And that's a lot of work when you're pulling together an invention of this magnitude. So we greatly appreciate all the behind the scenes work that they do, anchoring the PROC table for us once we get here, and definitely all the work that leads up to this great convention. So thank you. Night Riders.
Day Riders. Afternoon Riders.
Sky's the Limit family. I think they were outside. I saw them earlier. Women's with Standards, right in front of me. They're choir kid, right in front of me. So thank you, ladies, for being a club sponsor for us. We greatly appreciate your support. Looking forward to having many more years of support with you and from you. And thanks for all the work that you too do in the social club world. We greatly appreciate it.
I got the information at the last minute.
Guardian Nights
But I'm
is one
glad
of
you
our
came
corporate sponsors.
That makes me feel.
And we greatly appreciate their support with working with the Block Nation to be a corporate sponsor, and want to say a very special thank you to them for believing in the Block, for believing in what we stand for, and truly coming alongside us to support us. Is there anyone here from the Guardian Nights? And we do the same for Harley-Davidson of Baltimore. We too want to thank them for everything that they've done behind the scenes, working with the Block Nation. And these are the things that the Block does that you all haven't seen. There's a lot to do with hosting the Pro Convention. And these are corporate sponsors that they've worked with in the area to help support and bring this convention together. So again, to the Block Nation, we appreciate you for bringing them and helping us, the PROC, having you showcase. Thanks again. Untamed Legends. So Untamed Legends, Sassy is one of our team leaders, and they're local to this area. And we greatly appreciate you guys coming on board. Sassy, I know the schedule is probably tight for you, so I'm glad you were able to come into this session because we have a lot of work for our team leaders to do. We appreciate you joining the ranks of our club sponsors and hope to do business with you again in the future. Thank you. So without further ado, I know what you've been waiting for some time now, and you guys may be seated. Thank you very much. So I know a lot of you are probably about to go live, you know, in the days of Facebook. Some of you are probably already live. I would like to bring K9 to the stage. the next club that's going to host us, and let you guys know where we're headed.
Look at that. Everybody kind of guessed where we're going. It's like 35 flags out there. We're either going, or we're going to
West.
Who said we're going west? Where are we going? We can't keep. We're spoiled y'all going down south. We can't go down south all the time. You know that, right? Jamaica. I said let's do it the truth. But you know that's gonna take a little bit of planning. I see Jackson, Mississippi, and Virginia Beach, and Fayetteville, Clarksville, Tennessee, and gee, it's a gang of them. I don't know. I might, you know what? Eeny, meeny, miny, oh, catching PROC by show. If the crowd hollers, let them go. We're going to St. Louis. Let us know. Yeah, we're going to do something different. St. Louis, baby. K9.
You know what? That's the first flag on this boat.
Where's the St. Louis flag at? Down there?
Yeah, he walked out and said, waving his flag.
Look. Yeah, go on. Pray down. Come on, Kiki. And in typical fashion, let me just say a few things. In the typical fashion, we'll have the new setup on the page so you can register and do the early bird special. A lot of you guys have paid at the door. You can actually just pay online. And normally we do an early bird special, and that's normally a nice price. So if you normally pay online, early bird, you know what it is. Just go ahead and get the discount, get it out of the way. Don't wait on the lines. Don't be, threatened that you may not get in. Just get it done. But they're gonna go fast. Also, I'd like to say, when we pick a hosting club, there's a lot of things we got to consider. There's the venue, and then the weekend of the venue. We typically like to have that second weekend in January. Typically, sometimes we might have to approach it to the third weekend. But when it's all said and done, we need a place like this. Bigger or better or slightly smaller. So we're our own competition when we're out there looking at venues. And a lot of clubs out here have actually came to us and said, hey, we want to host a PROC, and we got a venue, and then they show us their venue, and their venue may not match. And we might even look beyond what you sent us to look at more venues. So if you ever look to host a pro convention, please look at a few hotels in the area that are equivalent to what you see here. And hand them to us, and we could probably take it from there. And I'm gonna pass the mic back to Foxy. And we're gonna get ready for St. Louis.
So for those that have been asking the PROC to come to the Midwest, the PROC is a conference that we definitely want to be able to showcase nationwide because many of you travel from afar to get to us. St. Louis is a beautiful city. I've traveled there many times for business. And it's an opportunity for the Midwest to see the PROC doing what we do outside of visiting the website. And outside of those, it's just to a point where they just can't make it in year after year. So salute to the K9 Nation. We look forward to working with the St. Louis and the national chapter with bringing the PROC to the city of St. Louis, Missouri, 2018. At this time, I'm sure you're ready to go get something to eat. So lunch will be served in ballroom on the 4th floor. Please make sure you have your bands on because you'll need those to enter. And make certain that you get ready for the breakout sessions. Thank you.